Hi, I'm Carolyn Scott. I'm Dean of Students at Lake-Sumter State College. I'm here to talk with you today about academic integrity violations and what we do when they occur. When an instructor is confident an academic integrity violation has occurred, the faculty member should complete an academic integrity report form found on the college's website. Be sure to document in the report what you plan to use as evidence to show a violation has occurred, and then upload the evidence into the report prior to hitting the Submit Report button. You'll receive an auto email reply if your report was submitted successfully. Unless a case involves a hearing or there's a question regarding the evidence submitted, you may not receive additional information about the case, as student conduct records are highly confidential and protected by law. Copies of the evidence are sent to the student along with their notification letter that a violation has been reported. The burden of proof used in LSSC conduct cases is a preponderance of the evidence, or more likely than not, that a violation occurred. Sanctions for a first offense include failure of a grade or course imposed by the faculty in keeping with their syllabus, completion of the RAISE Academic Integrity online module, which is imposed by the Dean of Students, and a hold is placed on the student's account so they cannot register for classes until this sanction has been completed and/or satisfied. In the case of a second offense, again, it's the failure of the grade or course, completion of the RAISE Academic Integrity online module, and disciplinary probation for 1 full semester. If an additional conduct violation occurs of any type during the probationary period, the student will face disciplinary suspension for 1 full semester. Students can contest the findings or enter a plea of no contest to take responsibility for the reported violation. If a student contests, a full conduct hearing will take place involving both the instructor and the student. The student can have an advisor or attorney present who can directly participate in all aspects of the proceeding, including the presentation of relevant information and questioning of the witnesses. The Dean of Students will act as the hearing officer if the case goes to a hearing. If the student enters a plea of no contest or decides to take responsibility for the violation, the case moves on to the sanctioning phase. When a third offense happens, you can expect a student to receive the following sanctions: failure of the grade or course imposed by the faculty in keeping with their syllabus, once again completion of the RAISE Academic Integrity online module, but what's different this time is the student is now in disciplinary suspension for 1 full semester. Students can contest this finding or enter a plea of no contest to take responsibility for the reported violation. When a situation occurs where there is a fourth offense, the same violation sanctions for a third offense takes place, except the disciplinary suspension period moves from 1 academic semester to 1 academic year. It's important to note conduct records are not a part of the student's academic record. They are not released without written permission from the student in the form of a written waiver, unless it's a case where the student is a safety risk to themselves or others, or we have received a subpoena. Waivers are often completed by students who need or want the following: to apply for transfer admission, to pass a reference check for employment, including local, state, or federal positions, when they're hoping to gain employment through the Florida Board of Bar Examiners, when they want to enter the police academy, or they want to participate or work for a charitable program like the Peace Corps. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video on academic integrity violations. For further information, please contact the Dean of Students at scottc@lssc.edu. Have a great day.